Why is resocializing Jamaica much more of a challenge than resocializing other countries? Some of our customs and traditions, are they really ours or influenced by years of conditioning and indoctrination? Let's explore the ideas of socialization of Jamaicans.
The Jam Fam family. Jam Fam, come hang with me. Yes.
Hello, Wagwan. Big up yourself, whether you're there yard or you're there abroad. Welcome back to another episode of Life with the Jam Fams. On today's episode, we're going to be looking at Jamaica's troubled socialization. And to get us started, we're going to look at what is socialization. So socialization is the process of learning how to interact with others and behave in a way that is accepted by society. How does it happen? Socialization is a lifetime process that begins in infancy and it continues throughout a person's life. Socialization starts with a social agent that teaches social behaviors and norms. It is also influenced by culture and ethnic backgrounds. It's also achieved through active role playing, where people make sense of their social world and construct their own ways of being part of that social group. Why is socialization important? Socialization helps people function well in society and ensure that a society's cultural features are carried on through to the next generation. So why is it usually challenging to undo? Primary socialization happens from birth to adolescence by the environment around us. Secondary socialization happens throughout our adult life. Social circumstances are constantly affording us privileges or putting us in our place. It is so deep into our subconscious mind that we practice it without even thinking. They become tradition and embraced as shining examples of our customs, even if they are detrimental to our overall well-being and survival, simply because they are things that have been practiced for so many generations. Why is resocialization necessary? Socialization serves different times and seasons and need to be replaced when new circumstances come along. However, as it passes from generation to generation, there can be a great divide between the generations when resocializing is underway. This is because it often seems as an immoral or less productive way of existing by those who have gone before. This can sometimes be true. However, in other times, it's just simply different. The stages of socialization is referred to as adult socialization. The stage in which most people change their socialization is called adult socialization. However, we can start to re-socialize people in their childhood if we, of course, use the school system and other forms of system of the sort to be able to effect that new socialization that we're expecting. Of course, social media and mass media play a significant part in socialization as well. In adult resocialization, it often happens when people find themselves in new circumstances or they have new insights and realize that previous practices no longer serves or doesn't get them the type of outcome that is best for them. Other cases are where they are influenced by other ways of living and they want to feel as though they belong. Either way, adult socialization always gets pushback because people are going against the known norms. Hence why governments and organizations tend to use sensitization effects through entertainment and other services. Additionally, having influential voices reach groups that will listen to them. Jamaica, like many ex-colonial countries, still have so many socialization from the colonial past that doesn't serve our development. They oppress our people's entrepreneurial skills, dehumanize individuals, criminalize our young people, waste valuable time, misuse and mismanage resources. They employ short-term thinking, hate, fight and compete with each other, and promote dependency and victimhood, disregards emotional intelligence, and propagate lunacy. It also reinforces poor nutritional habits, among many other social traits. Marcus Garvey have long encouraged us to emancipate ourselves, and Bob Marley reinforced it in his songs. If our bodies are free, but our minds are still in bondage, how can we genuinely be free when battles are won first in the mind? In many of our videos thus far, we have shown lots of scenarios in Jamaica that begs and demands resocialization. However, we will also look at a few others in our next video just to give some scenarios that helps to convey this sentiment. We will also explore some reasons it has proven so difficult to achieve it after more than 60 years of independence. Tell us your view in the comment section below. What are some of the things that you've noticed in our behaviors that is just socialization that doesn't serve us as a people? Please do let us hear some of your views in the comment section below. Eliona, just coming to disturb you again and pick your brain with this other question that I want to have answered. I'm doing a video and I just want to know your view on it. So, how are people's behavior from what you've been exposed to different here in Jamaica to behaviors in the UK? And also, how are the behaviors from your experience the same in both places?
Well, most of the people at my school were either Jamaican parentage or just full-on Jamaican. So, both of them were aggressive, very aggressive and very equally annoying. In terms of transport, the ones here, they don't really care about anyone around as long as they get the gossip about them information. And yeah.
What do you mean? Could you elaborate?
Like, for example, in England, normally you see everybody wearing headphones because they care that other people are around, they have some spatial awareness, but in Jamaica that word doesn't exist, or at least it hasn't been invented yet. And then,
from your experience,
it hasn't been invented yet. And for example, every time in a taxi they're either gossiping about this person dead, this person to this person to that. I'm like, nobody cares who you even talk to, because nobody named the way you know. And them even talk to nobody, them just find somebody when I talk to nobody and decide, oh, let me go and bother this person because I don't care.
Okay, and I know that the earphone, in terms of the one you mentioned about the earphone here, they just take out their device and just play and the loudest volume they can find, whilst everybody now have to be forced to listen to it, whilst there's also music, so 2-3 people playing and you're exposed to it.
Oh, and normally in my old school, the kids were normally more calm because they were just like, the only thing I care about right now is going home. So let me just go through this day so I can go home and do whatever I need to do. In this country, although they have the same mindset, them still act like to them the past. I don't know how them hyper so.
Oh, okay. So they're more hype. The children here, you think they're more active and energetic.
Yeah, but it's not like in a good way. It's just like it's annoying. Like them just bounce off the wall.
Okay, for you it's annoying. Okay, and
them just need to calm down.
Okay, and when you were saying just now about the chatting about all sorts of different things, oftentimes when we are in a taxi together, those things aren't what I would consider to be age appropriate. So I get what you mean when you said they don't really care who's around, because even if it's a child in there, they just still, they have no filter, it seems, some people.
You're more likely to see like road fight with some random people who probably even know each other and just bump into each other, and then this person want to cuss because them touch this and that and that. Then in England. And also, for example, but there's no similarity when there's like a school fight. You know how them say, if you run away from a fight, you need to fight. These are the two group of people who are going to go to the fight. All want to be in the fight to see what happens.
So that's similar between the countries. Okay.
Well, at least that's what I saw.
Okay. And you're sharing things from your experience. Other people might have different experience.
Even when there is not a fight, especially in the school I go to now, because once them hear like a scream or like a pound or something, and some of them jump out of the window too, to see what happened. And that is actually serious, because I saw one of them really all drop on them head top.
Is that here or oh right. Wow?
Yeah, it was like, I would have do that, and there was a teacher in there teaching too. And there was they said there was a fight outside. Them go outside and come back. And say I lizard them a scream after.
Because I'm aware that from my experience, I do come across schools where you have children who are very boisterous and who do all of those things. They're very energetic and all of those things as well. But as you said, you're speaking from your experience.
And although the people in England don't really care about school and even want for the day, these people, they do anything, any opportunity they get to come out of the school, they will take it. But in England, we just think they're probably just too lazy for do nothing. I just probably can't bother. They say we would just rather sleeping at the back until school done.
In the UK?
Then try run with, although there's still lots of people who do.
Who trend.
They're more likely to just be like, no, I'm just going to go sleep in the corner because I just can't bother. And then now some of them say, wake me up when school done. Especially at the end of school, because we had something called prep time. When you prepare like your homework for the next year or something like that, or whatever you had today. So that's like just the time where you have your form class. You know, really, I don't know. Don't just say, wake me up when school done.
Okay.
Because you know, they have nothing to do.
Okay, well, thank you for making the comparison with some of the things that people do here and there from your lived experience thus far. The rain's falling now, and we're having rains most days. It means that our grass is growing back rather quickly, and I have some Spanish needle in the backyard. So I'm going to be cutting off the new shoots of these ones, and I'm going to be making it for my salad for tomorrow. So I'm going to just gather a few of those and I'll show you what I get so I can make it. So you just want to get the younger shoot so it's not hardy when you're eating it and woody. So I'm just going to get those from here and just get a few more. This little patch should be more than sufficient for me. I'll show you what I collect. And this is the nice bundle that I've managed to get so far. So just the softer bit at the top so that you don't have the hardy bark part of or the stem part to deal with, just like you would do for callaloo. So there we have it, and I'm just going to wash that and steam it. I've already collected some pepper to use for it, and I've already collected some Mexican mint or Cuban oregano that I'm going to add in there along with my other vegetable seasoning blends. So first I'm going to wash it, and so this is the bundle I got. I'm going to wash and then I'm going to cut them up and then get started from there. So I will show you my next step. So now I'm just going to cut them into small bits so that it can be nice and soft and cook quickly. And also bite-sized bits for when I share the portion. So I'm just going to do that to the bits that I've got on the cutting board and the bit that's left in the bowl that I just washed. And then I'll come back and show you what I do when I'm seasoning it up. So now I'm just cutting up the Mexican mint or the Cuban oregano. You just need to cut it into strips of how you would like them, as small as you would want. And then I'm going to cut up the peppers because I like my food tasting of pepper. So once I've done all of this, I'm just going to go and put it on and cook it up. So I'll catch you at the stove. So at the moment, I've got, you can see that there is some water in there, and I've put some cooking oil and a tiny bit of butter on top of it and the seasoning. So I'm just going to, I've already put some blended seasoning, and I've put a little bit of my powdered season blend in there as well. And so I'm just going to let it cook, and I'll come back to show you when it's all done. So pretty much that's it. You just leave it to steam and cook to your tenderness, and then you can serve it as, if you're a vegetarian, that could be your part that you have with your carbs, or I'm going to be having it as my vegetable that I'm going to be eating with my carbs and protein. but I'll come back and show you the wrap-up version at the end. And that is the Spanish needle. It's finished now, so I'm just turning it off, and then I'm going to be sharing it and just showing you what it looks like on the plate. And that's what it looks like plated out. It's still hot, so I just wanted to show you what it looks like. Looks pretty much like callaloo, and I gave a friend of mine some the other day, and they said it tastes pretty similar to how callaloo would taste. So would you try it? Let us know.
Family, where I living the good life. We're royal, cruising through the West Indies, having fun, enjoying the good life. Jam fam family, the Jam fam family, yeah. Jam fam, come hang with me. Jam fam family, where I living the good life. We're royal, cruising through the West Indies, having fun, enjoying the good life. Jam fam family, the Jam fam family, yeah. Jam fam, come hang with me.
We thank you again for staying here with us on this another episode of Life with the Jam Fams. Bye for now. Do take care, and we look forward to seeing you in the next one.